What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we have an amazing battle submission from none other than Super Shadow number 0, bringing Shadow Charizard, Shadow Ampharos with Zap Cannon, and Shadow Magnezone. Now this is the end of the season as well, so I hope you guys climbed to the rank that you were hoping to, and if you didn't, there's still some time left, and if you don't hit your marks, there's always next season. That's what's beautiful, is you always want to try to improve every single time. Now if you guys don't know what's happening with the new season, all the updates, some of the better Pokemon that are going to be coming to the meta, what's kind of just the general what's happening, I do have a few videos on the channel that you guys can go check out after this submission. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, getting into the first battle, we have Charizard on the lead versus Shadow Swampert. All right. How many people in the comments already said this team loses to Shadow Swampert? That's what I want to know. Count them up, as Super Shadow number 0 is going to face the threat head on here with a Shadow Charizard. They do get a shield, and this is the amazing thing about Charizard, is the pressure it can still put down with Blast Bird and Dragon Claws. They do shield the Hydro Cannon. I imagine we're going to be seeing straight Dragon Claws, double shielding, getting the Swampert out of the game, as because it is the hardest counter to this team, they obviously want to get rid of it and hope to sweep the endgame. So they're going to go ahead and double shield on the Charizard as they stop that next Hydro Cannon. They're going to go for the next Dragon Claw, and they do get it. The question is, will the opponent decide to double shield or just let it go? They decide to let it go. Swampert's out of the game. We're going to see a counter swap now into Ampharos with Volt Switch getting ahead on energy as they go ahead and go for Brutal Swing. This also is the same energy as Thunder Punch, so it could be forcing a shield, which it does. And now we have the Zap Cannon, the legendary boom, potentially coming through as a Scald will land. It's going to be a race between the fast moves. Here we go. Oh, they just decide to go for Brutal Swing right away, hoping to do some chip damage and then maybe come in with that Magnezone and load up on energy, as they're going to be going down to fast moves. Yeah, that was a good call. I don't think they make it to Zap Cannon in time. All right, here we go. Magnezone looking to come in and farm down. I don't think they need to bring the Charizard in. Yeah, Magnezone's going to go ahead and come in and farm down. We see a swap out into Galarian Weezing and a counter swap now into Charizard, and they catch the charge move. This is huge. Overheat, most likely. Yeah, it is an overheat. Is going to be resisted. Still does a lot of damage, but ultimately the Magnezone was able to avoid the one-shot right there, as they now soak the next charge move of a Brutal Swing. Magnezone coming back in is going to look to go for the back-to-back Wild Charge to close this game out. It started off with a Shadow Swampert lead, and it's turning out to end with a double boom. There's the first one. Here comes the second one. Shadow Magnezone doing a very nice sweep right here. You love to see it. Boom. Down goes the Tentacruel. Good game. All right. Moving into the next one. Let's see here. We have Charizard on the lead versus Galarian Weezing. So, going to be doing quite a bit of damage here with Blast Burn. We'll have to see how both players decide to react. Wing Attack really starting to add up, though. But we do have a lot of neutral, low energy pressure here from the Galarian Weezing with Brutal Swings. As you guys are seeing, those really start to add up, but they don't put the pressure right away. Whereas the Shadow Charizard now is going to be bringing the heat here with Blast Burn as they decide to shield. Obviously concerned about whatever's in the back. They might need to keep the Charizard alive, but they're going to go ahead and let this go as the Brutal Swing will land. Not enough to KO. Let's see if they get farmed down in time. No, they don't. We see a swap out into Gliscor as the Shadow Ampharos is going to be coming in right away, looking to go for Brutal Swing as quickly as they can. Do as much neutral damage as they can before the inevitable Earthquake is probably going to be landing and sending the Ampharos out of this game. Let's see if they decide to shield. They do. And it is going to be the Earthquake. That's a huge shield right there. That's a lot of energy wasted by Gliscor. Brutal Swing now having a very good opportunity to KO here, as it's only the one shields, and down goes the Gliscor. What is going to be in the back? Weezing comes back in. The Ampharos now has the potential to go for Zap Cannon, but they're going to go ahead and look to go for Brutal Swing at the last second, maybe trying to do some chip damage before the inevitable Oh, we're going to see a counter swap. Oh, they were trying to catch the charge move there on Charizard. Unfortunately, not able to get it, as they will let the Ampharos go down to the play rough. Magnezone now coming in, loading up on energy. And the last Pokemon is going to be a it's a normal Poliwrath. There's so much... Is it normal? Yeah, there's so much shadow here. They do get the back-to-back Wild Charge. This is huge. This is going to be one-shotting Poliwrath. There is still a shield remaining, so they actually they're going to go ahead and go for it. Yes, they do get it in time. Now, we might see a counter swap into Charizard right here to clear the debuff from Magnezone. No, they're just going to go ahead and go for the Volt Switch. They don't get it. Unfortunately, they do have a Dragon Claw ready to go on Charizard, though. Will this be enough damage to KO? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is. It definitely is. Good game. All right, moving into the next one. We have Charizard on the lead versus Defense Form Deoxys. So another strong Pokemon against this team because of its potential moveset. Rock Slide. Counter as the fast move for Magnezone. Rock Slide, obviously, for the Charizard. But guess what? Shadow Charizard doesn't care. Blast Burn is an incredibly powerful move, especially here in the Ultra League, as they will swap out into Magnezone. Maybe that was a misclick? I don't know. Maybe their actually everything's resisted, to be fair, so that is a good call, as Rock Slide's not going to do that much damage, but Counter is really going to add up. Here comes another Rock Slide. Will they give up a shield, or are they going to go ahead and let this go? Looks like they're going to go ahead and let it go. Rock Slide, not enough to KO. They will go for Wild Charge right away. This does quite a bit of neutral damage, especially from Shadow Magnezone. Not enough to KO, though, and this is where Ampharos could potentially come in and farm down. Let's see what they decide to do. Charizard instead going to go ahead and come in and farm down. Look to go for Dragon Claw before another Rock Slide comes through, as this is going to be enough damage to KO the Defense Form Deoxys. And now we get to see what is in the back. 2-to-1 shield advantage. Still a healthy Charizard out on the field with a little bit of energy. What is going to be coming in? It is going to be a Jellicent. So they're going to go ahead and counter swap right away into Ampharos. Brutal Swing, a perfect charge move in this situation, as it will be doing super effective damage. The opponent's staying in as well, which means they might be core broken. In the back, we will find out. Brutal Swing does get the final shield of this game. Shadow Ampharos now in a huge position of opportunity to win this one, as Surf is not going to be enough to KO. They're going to go ahead and load up on energy. They're forced to give up the first shield of this game, but I tell you what, an unshielded backline with a Shadow Ampharos and Zap Cannon is a recipe for disaster. You see it, I see it coming. Here we go. They're going to go ahead and shield that final Surf, load up on some extra energy, go for the Brutal Swing now to KO the Jellicent, and the final Pokemon is about to meet its maker, as Shadow Ampharos is going to find out what it is. It's going to be a Mandibuzz in the back. Zap Cannon coming through. Do we get the almighty one-shot here? Please, let it land. Boom! See ya! That was an XL Ultra League Mandibuzz deleted. Alright, moving into the next one, we have a Pidgeot here on the lead. They're going to go ahead and counter swap right away into Ampharos to get ahead on energy, and they do draw out a Virizion. Now, this is where things get deadly, is Shadow Zap Cannon hits like a truck. It doesn't matter if it's resisted or not. We're about to see it. Oh, please. Oh, they decide to go for Brutal Swing instead. Maybe to look to force a shield here early and then try to get switched. No, the opponent no shielded. They're going to try to get to the Zap Cannon in time. No, they don't get to it. It's definitely going to be enough to KO, but they're deciding to let the charge move go through and unfortunately go down. Now, I don't think we saw a Sacred Sword there, which means they could still have Stone Edge here on Virizion. A charge move that is absolutely deadly to a Charizard. Let's see if they risk it for that biscuit. And they do it. It's just going to be Sacred Swords right there. They will be able to get the farm down now. Blast Burn ready to go. But it's going to be a Jellicent in the back. Shadow Magnezone is going to have a field of a time. Going to be just going to be straight up taking this game. It's all over. Shadow Magnezone is just going to put in the hurt. Blast Burn as well is putting down the pressure here on a Jellicent in the Ultra League, resisting the Fire-type charge move, but getting a shield, and now Jellicent is going to be forced to throw energy to get rid of Charizard, and Shadow Magnezone is going to take this one. It is all over. That Pidgeot cannot do anything. The Jellicent cannot do anything. There are 2 shields still left, and the opponent knows this game is over. Double electric backline is something that no one ever, rarely, it is not seen, but it is clearly dominant as they're going to go ahead and give up. No, they might just let it go. Yeah, it is just going to be the Surf. They can easily let that go. The Pidgeot now coming in. Double Wild Charge looking to KO. And this is going to be a good game, very well played, as they can easily one-shot Pidgeot here. They do get the final shield, so they're going to go ahead and go for the next one. And now they just Volt Switch down the Jellicent with a shield still up. Boom, down goes Pidgeot, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. Alright, moving into the next one. We have Charizard on the lead versus Giratina Altered. This is a good one here with Dragon Claw. They just got to watch out for the Ancient Power, obviously. First charge move now coming through. They're going to go ahead and look to let it go. It is just going to be the Dragon Claw right there. Not enough to KO. But double Dragon Claw is coming back to back right here. Going to put a lot of pressure down. Now, we don't know what's in the back. But obviously, Ampharos and Magnezone. Oh, they force a shield right there. This could be a tell that there might be a Virizion in the back. Or a fighter in general. As we don't see a swap out just yet. Maybe they give up a shield here. No, they're going to go ahead and let it go. And then probably come in with Ampharos and look to go for Brutal Swings, as it will still do super effective damage. Now, they gave up their potential only cover to Virizion. Now, Virizion obviously can still take a lot of damage from Zap Cannon and Wild Charge. But we do see a Sylveon in the back, so they're going to go ahead and go for the Zap Cannon. This is beautiful. Please, please send it. Boom! Nearly one-shots. They do get the farm down as well. Plenty of energy on the back end. Hoping to go for the Brutal Swing here against Giratina Altered. Let's see what decides to come in. It is going to be Giratina Altered, hoping they get the farm down, but Brutal Swing now going to be coming through. They're going to have to swap out into Magnezone as well to get ahead on energy. Still up shields. They let it go. Final Pokemon is a Shadow Alolan Ninetales, and that is going to be a good game. Makes a lot of sense why they're weak in the back to Charizard. It was a, oh, they're going to go for the double booms right here. It was a double Fairy backline. Charizard obviously does very well by resisting Charm. So double Wild Charge is going to be taking it. Boom. Down it goes. Still 2 shields up as well. Good game. Alright, moving to the next one. We have Charizard on the lead versus Tapu Fini. Tough lead right here. We will see a swap out right away into Magnezone to get ahead on energy. And we do see a Venusaur come in right away. They're going to go ahead and go for that Mirror Shot now. Applying that neutral pressure. And hopefully gets the debuff as well. No debuff on the first one, but thankfully Magnezone can fight back in this matchup because of its steel typing. Going to be resisting both Frenzy Plant and Sludge Bomb, but they still hit. They still hit very hard. Wild Charge now coming through. This is going to do a lot of damage if the Venusaur does not shield, and it does. That means Magnezone is going to be taking this mid-game matchup by committing to the hard farm down, easily able to take Switch, but will they go for it? No, they're going to let it go. The Frenzy Plant takes them out. Charizard now can come in and farm down. But honestly, what is the decision here? They're going to come in with Charizard. They're going to get the wing attack down. And now they're going to look to go for Blast Burn here against Tapu Fini. Maybe hoping that Shadow Ampharos can win this game. You got to be wondering what could be in the back. Maybe a Virizion? What? I mean, there's a lot of options back there. They get a shield as well, so clearly they want to get rid of this Charizard. And my guess is Virizion, a Tapu, a Water Double Grass backline. So let's see how this plays out. It's gonna be, well, I guess Virizion would have come in right away against Magnezone, right? That makes more sense. So maybe it's not. Maybe I'm completely wrong here. They're gonna go ahead and shield up the Surf. Final Pokemon. Their core broken. The Tapu Fini staying in. Ampharos is like, I'm gonna farm you down full farm down right here with Volt Switch. The opponent has to swap out now, and it's a Mandibuzz in the back. You love to see it. Zap Cannon gonna be coming through. They have one shield remaining, but they don't use it. Boom! They get one shot. Not expecting the Zap Cannon right there. Good game. All right, moving to the next one. Charizard versus Pidgeot. And you might be wondering, why didn't they shield there? Well, Zap Cannon's typically not run. Thunder Punch is more common, so maybe they were hoping to save a shield for Tapu Fini to be able to Water Gun down towards the end, right? That was the play, as they go ahead and go for a Dragon Claw and get a shield there from the Pidgeot. Now, Brave Bird, oh, Lord, boom! See ya, Brave Bird does land. But that's okay. Ampharos going to be coming in. There's a Swampert in the back. This is worst case scenario. A Swampert lurking back there, as the Ampharos now needs to desperately put on some pressure here with Brutal Swing, as they need to do as much neutral damage as possible to give Magnezone the best chance to win this game. As the charge move gets shielded, all shields are down. This is a very good situation for them, as they can safely shield here. And a Zap Cannon, I imagine it KOs. I mean, I want to see a KO. No, they're going to go ahead and go for Brutal Swings. Just get that guaranteed chip damage, and this might be the opportunity for them to now swap out into Magnezone. I don't know. Actually, no, they do make it to the next Brutal Swing in time. They do. Ampharos does not care if you have a Swampert. It is gonna take it out here as Brutal Swing KOs the Swampert. They swap into Magnezone. Pidgeot comes in, but the final Pokemon is gonna be a Cobalion. So this is worst of worst case scenarios. Swampert, Brave Bird into Charizard, Swampert into Ampharos, Cobalion into Magnezone. This is as bad as it gets, but it does not matter. Super Shadow number 0 is gonna show just how strong this battler is in the in Pokemon Go Battle. As Mirror Shot's gonna be taking out the Cobalion, and Wild Charge is gonna be one-shotting the Pidgeot. That is gonna be a good game, very well played. You love to see it. End of the season. I love these battles. Boom! See ya. Alright. Moving into the next battle, we have Charizard on the lead versus Pidgeot once again. We're only halfway through. Buckle up. Pidgeot now. Like before, we'll see if they go for Brave Bird, Blast Burn this time. They're going to go ahead and go for Dragon Claw. Hopefully I didn't. I don't think I did a double take here. If I did, I'll just fast forward. They get a shield. Okay, similar situation. If this is Brave Bird, I think I might have doubled it up. Let's see. It is a Brave Bird. Okay, boom. Let's see. Ampharos comes in. Right? And then, okay, I did the double video. My bad. Yep, my bad. Because there's a Cobalion after this. Yep, I did a double. That's my bad. All right, we're gonna fast forward to. I mean, that battle was so good that we wanted to see it twice, right? So Toxicroak now on the lead, very positive for them. We do see a Registeel swap in, so they're going to go ahead and stay in and look to go for Blast Burn. This obviously does an incredible amount of damage. They can easily come out of here, keeping Charizard alive. Oof, that is so much. That is so much damage against an XL Ultra League Registeel, as they no-shield the Zap Cannon. Boom! What are you doing? Magnezone gonna go ahead and come in and farm down. This is so dangerous. Okay, we're gonna see. My gosh, just letting Charizard go down like that, I feel like that's a sin. They're gonna go ahead and come in with Toxicroak. Obviously, Wild Charge here is gonna be thrown to get the first shield, and then they gotta swap out into Ampharos. And even then, they gotta do. Oh, they're staying in. They're staying in. They're gonna go ahead and go for Mirror Shot. Oh man, this is such a dangerous game. Ampharos needs to get on the field. Mirror Shot gets the second shield. They're going to go ahead and swap out into Ampharos. And this is now a crazy situation. The Ampharos is going to have to double shield Mud Bombs, but by that time, they might be able to take out the Toxicroak with a Brutal Swing, and then there's only one Pokemon remaining, and I tell you what, if I was a gambler here, I'd give it to the Ampharos with energy and no shields remaining, because that Zap Cannon is going to do wonders against anything in this meta. Let's see. Toxicroak goes down. Final Pokemon's a Greninja! Get out of here! You love to see it! Oh, man. Wake up! Here we go. Boom. Oh, see ya! Greninja! One shot right there. Good game. Alright, moving to the next one. Charizard versus Trevenant. Very nice lead here with the Wing Attack fast move. They do still need to respect the Shadow Ball and Shadow Claw damage, but Blast Burn obviously gonna put on some hurt as the opponent, or they decided to go for Dragon Claw. We're gonna see if the opponent decides to give up the first shield of the game. They don't. They call the bait right here, and Charizard now in a very tough position. They're gonna let it go as well, as it is gonna be the Shadow Ball. Boom! Down goes the Charizard. In comes the Ampharos to get a healthy farm down. They will need to give up one shield here, but the energy on this back end might just be worth it. So Ampharos stopping the Shadow Ball, committing to that full farm down, and they do get it. They have a Zap Cannon ready to go. What is going to be coming in? It's going to be a Poliwrath. Uh-oh, Poliwrath, are you going to respect the Zap Cannon? No, you're not. Boom! See ya, and it's Charizard in the back. Ampharos is just going to completely sweep this game. The opponent doesn't even know that there is a Magnezone, but they're about to find out. Reality check right here as the opponent decides to surrender. That is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right. Moving into the next one, we have Charizard on the lead versus Tapu Fini. This is a tough one. We're going to see the Ampharos swap out right away, getting ahead on energy, and we do see an Alolan Sandslash come in. This is actually a tough matchup because both trainers can do quite a bit of damage to each other. Ampharos going to go ahead and respect the charge move and give up a shield, and then they're going to load up and look to go for brutal swings, I imagine. This Ampharos has so much energy that they could easily take switch or even just farm down. Yeah, they do get a shield right there. They're going to go ahead and go for the second one now, looking to get shield number 2. If they do get it, I think they get a farm down here with Volt. Oh, wait, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they'll have to give up another one. Or this might be a good situation for Magnezone. No, they're going to go ahead and shield. All right, here we go. They want to take hard switch right now, and they do get it as brutal swing should be enough neutral damage to KO the Shadow Alolan Sandslash. So it goes down. What is going to be coming in? It's going to be the Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini now in a very tough position. They're going to try their best to farm down, but they won't. Oh, they won't be able to get to Zap Cannon in time. Brutal swing. Still going to do some nice chip damage. Not too much, but hey, we'll take that right there. Now, Magnezone coming in. How much damage is a Surf going to do? That is the question right here. I don't think Tapu Fini gets to 2 Surfs in time. Could be proven wrong, but it's about 50% HP. They're going to go... Oh, I'm completely wrong. There was a lot more energy. This is sped up as well, so my whole inner clock of the force is taken out of account. We do have a Charizard on Charizard battle. It is going to come down to the Blast Burn right here. The opponent decides to go for the Dragon Claw early. It's not going to be enough to KO, but it is going to allow them to overcharge a bit and go for the Blast Burn, because now it's going to be a race between Wing Attack and Water Gun and Dragon Claw. Here we go. Down it goes. One fast move, and they do get the Dragon Claw in time. Is this going to be enough to KO the Tapu Fini? Of course it is. That is... No! No! They go down! Oh, they go down! That is so unfortunate. It was right there. Really good sets right there. All right. Moving into the next one. We have Charizard versus Dragonite on the lead. It's obviously a tough lead, but a good one to come back into. They're going to go ahead and come in with Magnezone, and the opponent is not swapping out. This is a good opportunity for them to get a lot of advantages here. They're going to go ahead and no shield. It is going to be just a Dragon Claw. The opponent's still not swapping out. They're going to go for the Mirror Shot shield bait. This is where they could get shield number 1 of this game, which is very important. No, the opponent swapped out at the last second into Sandslash. They're going to go ahead and go for a Mirror Shot now to do some more chip damage, hoping to apply that debuff. And let's see if they get it. They do get the shield. Perfect. Now the opponent... Oh, yeah, they decide to go for the charge move. That is okay. They're going to go ahead and let this go, as an Ice Punch is enough to KO. Charizard now coming back in, looking to load up on energy. It's going to need a little bit extra here for the Dragonite on the back end. They could let the Ice Punch go through, which is what they're looking to do, and then load up just a little bit. And then now go for Blast Burn. This is obviously going to KO. Alolan Sandslash most likely going to let it go down as well. As the, boom, down it goes. Dragonite now coming back in. No, it's going to be a Tapu Fini, which is even better because Shadow Ampharos is going to be taking this game, looking to go for Brutal Swing. Okay, I thought they clicked the charge move. That was really weird. Granted, these are sped up, and they do have the white circly GBL Ball of Death, but they will get the full farm down. It is now Ampharos versus Tapu Fini. Double Zap Cannon incoming. Here we go. Boom! One shots the Tapu Fini, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. What a way to end this season with Super Shadow number 0. Triple Shadow team, Charizard, Ampharos, and Magnezone. Even facing off against Swamperts and able to overcome, especially that Pidgeot, Brave Bird, Swampert, and Cobalion game. That was very impressive. Just goes to show how strong these hard-hitting electric type moves can be on Shadow Pokemon like Magnezone and Ampharos. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Wishing you all the best as the new season starts. Have a lot of fun. Try out some new Pokemon and just enjoy your time. If you guys stuck around this long, do not forget to put down a star piece before this season ends. That way, when you put it down, new season starts. You go Battle League on the time rotation. You will get bonus Stardust from end of season rewards. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.